So we're going to start on this center console lid cover for an S10. It's one of the biggest problems. These things always break. Now a few years ago I tried using that spray insulation foam, throwing some anchors in there, see if it would work. And the idea was there, but I had no way to attach the latch, and I don't know, it looks tacky. So we're going to make one instead. Start taking all the old foam out. It's deteriorating, but you know, here's kind of a gist. With the exception of the foam, is what you'd expect. It also had this plastic bracket. This is basically what we're gonna redo the whole way. So this bracket has something to bolt on, and the front lever does. But I'm gonna continue working on just trying to clean this up as much as I can, and then we'll lay in some new foam. So you'll see that once it's all cleaned up right now. See how easy that was? Just kidding. By the way, if you need to get that gray foam out, if you use like a little brush and just a wire brush like this one, it'll be real easy to just, you know, it comes right off. And I'm sure it roughing it up. Obviously I couldn't get like the corners and stuff, but I don't think that'll matter too much. So basically what I want to do is copy, I'm assuming a very similar shape to this, or what's missing of this, and I think I'm going to accomplish that using MDF. So I'm going to try to get a pattern laid out and then show you here in a second. So this is the design I just drew. Basically what I did is I took this to measure, you know, this distance, and then I took a little round broken piece, tried to measure or try to get these angles right, and then I figured add an extra inch right here for this piece to attach to. You know, it's better to have more than less, and you kind of get the general idea of how this will fit on, you know, inside. And you know, obviously you can see more. I have more there than I need, but you know, you never know how much you need to tuck inside and stuff. So I'm gonna cut this out and see what it fits like. All right, cut out the piece and I already test fitted it. It doesn't fit, which is fine. It fits like this right now. So seeing as these little nubs here are solid, we're just gonna make another cut here and see if this fits in there now. I think we're getting there. So it fits pretty good in the back. It needs obviously cushion, but we'll get to that later. But what's interesting about this is in the front, it's narrower, and if you push this in all the way as far as it'll go, you see it's already starting to bulge right here. So what I'm going to do, continue working on this, and I'm going to put a cut on the front at an angle. See if I can do this with one hand. I'm going to put a cut like something like here. Start like here and like gradually. Crap. This won't be the exact line, but I'm gonna put a cut basically like this. Just something to chamfer it. I'll probably do this on the table saw or maybe the miter saw. Once I figure out what the angle is that I want, I'll cut it and I'll share that with you. So just changing up the angle real quick because I only have two hands. I went ahead and fitted it in the piece. I'm really happy with it. I ended up cutting it by hand. I'll show you the angle here in just a minute. And all it needs is the foam, as you can tell. But just real quick, what I want to show you is the way I put this on. Since this is bigger than the what I did, all I did was fold it in like this. It takes some effort. Shoved it in. But to put it in, what I did is I folded it like this out, and then shoved it in here like this. Here's the angle, and then, you know, force it in and then force it back. But this is the angle that was cut. I just did it, like I said, I did it by hand. It just seemed better that way. You know, MDF's not that hard to work with. I'm gonna show you the angle real quick. Anybody who's ever seen this tool knows how to basically use this. Alright. there's your angle right there. Okay. Sorry, you guesstimate that. Obviously, you don't even have to be perfect, you know. I mean, you can see I actually originally started cutting it here, changed my mind, went up a little bit. Glad I did, because it would have been too much. But anyways, now I'm gonna put my foam fill inside, put it back in, and staple it, and hopefully get it back together. Stapled it. I'm not really sure that was a good move because now it's got this weird little bend right here. I just didn't like the way it looked, so I think I'll be okay with it. I don't think anyone's gonna really be like, hey, what's that little bend right there? Except you guys. But now that this is done, I'm starting to test fit this piece here. And it looks like, I don't know, maybe some wood will show, maybe not. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead, put some black spray paint on this just to cover up the wood, you know, the wood look. And then I'm gonna go and jump in the truck to set up the hinge in the right spot. Like that. Not really sure how far in or out it has to go, so I want to be sure about that. And then we'll set up the lever. I think I'm going to use double-sided tape for this, just to get it in the right spot. Then I'll trace it out, take off the tape, drill holes, screws, and stuff like that. So I'll see about that in just 1 second. We're back in the S10. Just wanted to show you, for those who didn't know, this is like little nubs where these things have to line up so it doesn't move around. So I don't want to mount the thing to the wood and then it sits like offset or some shit. So make sure it sits good. Fold it in. A little protective tape still on there. Just want to see how this fits on here. I think that looks pretty damn sexy. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with the way that worked out. I will be using the same screws that originally attached this to the plastic. This one, just found out that, you know, I'm using 3/4 inch plywood or MDF, so it won't even penetrate. So it should be more than enough to grab onto this. But I'll go ahead and attach this piece, and I'll go ahead and pre-drill for that piece as well. And then we'll attach this front piece, and then hopefully once it's all done, it'll look nice and pretty. All right, I did try to put this little board on back there, but I'm assuming because of the thickness of these little nubs, I guess, I don't know, it wouldn't close right with this handle. But I mean, everything's in there, it's nice. I mean, the thing is not bolted down or anything, but it's nice, it's comfortable, and the latch works. So I think that's a really good fix, especially considering it didn't take me but an hour or two to make. If you guys like this, let me know. I am planning on redoing this center console since I got my truck back and working. One thing I always hated about it is how much it moves and how much it squeaks, you know, when you're in here. Let me know what you guys think as far as like ideas go. Maybe delete some of this stuff, speaker here, you know, just give me an idea. I can do just about anything. But yeah, easy fix, right?